Hello, I'm State Representative Norma Smith, representing the 10th Legislative District. The 2012 legislature is underway. This year, the session is scheduled to run for 60 days. We're already about halfway through. The only action we are required to take in this short session, that's necessary adjustments to the biennial budget passed last year. Right now, we face a projected $1.5 billion shortfall in projected spending. Our first priority this year, above all else, should be getting our fiscal house in order and focusing on legislation that promotes job creation to replace the more than 150,000 jobs that we've lost in our private sector since 2008. We can and must pass a balanced, sustainable budget with long-term solutions and change the way we do business here in Olympia. Budget gimmicks and short-sighted solutions may fulfill the requirement of passing a budget, but this is clearly not in the best interest of the people of Washington State. It's the reason the governor had to call 2 special sessions last year, in addition to the 105-day regular session. This is valuable taxpayer money that could be used more effectively if leadership would shift their focus to passing a budget first and foremost prior to considering other issues. Roughly halfway through the session, many other issues are being discussed and debated. Many of these other ideas are worthy of consideration, but I do believe that these bills should be discussed after we have taken care of our budget situation, because there is so much work still to do. I also mentioned legislation at improving our economy here in Washington. This goes hand in hand with our budget situation. We must do whatever we can at the state level to spur job creation, as we know this is an essential piece of a sustainable and economic recovery. As the ranking member for the Republicans in the Community Economic Development and Housing Committee, I continue to work with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle towards sound public policy that will foster a pro-growth private sector business climate. That will mean jobs for Washingtonians across our state. There are several bills still moving through the process, including my own, that I believe will help our small businesses and provide some stability for those struggling. As you may have heard, the Washington State Supreme Court released its decision on McCleary versus State, a case that challenges the adequacy of state provisions for K-12 education. The decision handed down was clear: the legislature is not meeting its constitutional obligation to fully provide for the basic public education of the children of Washington State. I agree. That means when we draft a budget to address our shortfall, education should receive the first dollar, not the last. The proposal by the governor to cut essential programs and then buy them back later with tax increases is too big a risk to take with our children's future. Let's take care of our core priorities with our first dollars, rather than cutting our core priorities early on and then asking the voters for a tax increase. House Republicans have introduced a Fund Education First package that prioritizes education as it should be in the budget process. This idea has received broad support from a wide range of organizations in the education community, and I'm hopeful we can continue to move forward with these positive reforms for the children of our state. Please feel free to contact me anytime. I look forward to hearing your ideas and your concerns, and I assure you that while we may not always agree, I truly believe the best solutions often come from respectful dialogue and a collaboration on differing viewpoints. Thank you for allowing me to serve you in the Washington State House of Representatives.